All right, and welcome back to the Soft Mania free-for-all springtime tournament. I can't even say my own tournament, but you know what? That's okay, because you know what? Hype overload. So we're going to start with another two groups here. Groups 1 and Group 2 back-to-back. And for those of you who are just joining us and joined us a bit earlier, we do now have Nightbot implemented into this channel. So feel free to use the help command to figure out what all commands you can use. Right now, we have a list of our commentators, the current MP match, and scheduling groups, so feel free to use them whenever you're ready. All right, and we have begun our 10-minute latent timer for those who have not showed up. It looks like we are missing 2 players here, but if we can get those players into the room, we will get started with this qualifier.
See, we're missing game control in Himtome 1.
Yep, looks like it.
And of course, normal banter going on between players. People talking about failing summoned beast, can't pass summon beast, sight reading Pandora, can't do chloroplast, etc., etc., etc.
And for the record, for those of you who are just joining us, this tournament format's a little bit different than what you might see in the World Cups. But basically, players have a 4-song mini-map pool to qualify. They will play every song twice, and they will take the best score and use them to accumulate a final score, which will determine how they seed. So this is not a guarantee of elimination if you are the worst out of a group of 8. The group of 8 was just for the purpose of scheduling. So performances here, you know, the 8th place competitor here could be doing quite well compared to some 1st or 2nd place competitors in a different group. Yeah, and right now we are still missing 2 players. I believe Daika did mention who they were. But for anyone who wasn't around, this is the lineup for the 2 groups. So we are still missing, I'm not sure, I see game control, and who's the other one?
The other one should be Himtome 1.
Himtome 1, that's it.
Why is there a group 12 right now?
I'm assuming it was a... But it's most definitely not going to be the Group 12 anytime in the future, in the near future.
Group 12 is like the last group to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so while we're waiting, AJ, now that you've seen like the first set of qualification groups actually go through, how did people do compared to what you expected them to do on all of the maps that you did?
Man, there were some really, really strong scores that I was not expecting. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to give him props probably throughout the entire qualification. But Christ, Kobo absolutely trashed the qualifiers. Kobo absolutely wrecked the qualifiers. A lot of people definitely have shown that they took the time to practice chloroplast as well. I was expecting I was expecting a lot more people to get really low scores, but there haven't been too many outlying scores that indicate anybody hasn't been practicing, because you can very clearly tell.
Indeed.
And as I expected, power supply has been the general favorite. Everybody's been scoring pretty well on that, even the players who are a bit less comfortable with the other qualifiers. They've been doing solid on that.
Do you think that anyone's going to top Kobo's Kobo's performance that he pulled off?
Only time can tell, honestly. The problem is we can't guarantee the amount of practice that the other players have put on chloroplast, and that's been really contingent in the seeing.
Yeah, I think especially caliber player who is able to pull out scores such as like Theft, double S's on Summon Beast Battle Core or Summon Beast Battle Power Supply and Pandora, like it rides on how well they do on chloroplast at that point, especially for like the top of the top seeds.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how many really, really well-known players get a surprisingly low seed because they absolutely butcher chloroplast skin.
Something called sandbagging.
Running down to about 2 minutes here. Still no sign of the other players. All right, down the last little bit of time here. There's not too much time for anybody else to get in, so at this point, we're about to get started with the first qualifier. I will be listening to Not Freedom Die very soon. And with that, we have switched the map, and we are about to get going.
I think in this group, Game Control is actually one of the better people, and it's surprising that he didn't show up to this group. It's a little unfortunate. I think the next up is like P3 Prod, I think. At least in terms of overall skill in this group.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I didn't receive any sort of information that they couldn't make it, so it's kind of upsetting. I mean, it's always bad to see no-shows.
Definitely keep your eye on everyone for Chloroplast skin because I was gonna say P3 Prod because I think he has probably the best chance of getting like a pretty high score on most of the other maps, but it's Chloroplast.
Yeah, Chloroplast just completely ruins hopes and dreams, so.
Yeah, this group already has people dipping below the A threshold, like under 90%. And it's most likely only going to continue to fall as the SV start kicking in right now.
We haven't even gotten going yet. I feel horrible.
I'm just going to say Taze because that's the easiest way to pronounce it, but he's sitting at a 83, 82 now. Oh man. Thankfully, people get 2 tries on this.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Right now, the only players above 90% are P3 Prod and placticine. Excuse the pronunciation.
It looks like P3 Prod and placticine will hold on fairly decently to this A.
Yeah, with the SVs terminating, P3 Prod's going to come out just above 90%. Plaque at 91.
That potentially might be enough to bring it back to an S, but it's very close if you come out with 90%. You probably hit the end with like a high 94 if you like end the SV section with about 90, given that of course you play the final section almost perfectly.
Yeah. And with those complicated rhythms, you're practically doing brain surgery to hit those rhythms properly.
Indeed. But it does look like Zekna, lightOfDay, and Alyxia as well. A little bit behind, but they're all still climbing back up to that A status. I don't think it's possible at this point to get back to S, but they're definitely doing a good job in recovering what they lost from the SV section. Day's still having a little bit of trouble.
Placticine's trying to give it for a run there, hitting 94%, but there's not that many notes left. He might not be able to crack that S out.
Even though Chrubble is in Group 2.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, Placticine's gonna fall just short, I think. Oh no!
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, Placticine's gonna fall just short of the S, I think. P3 Prod with a 93.6. Everybody ended up above 90% except for Taze, who's sitting just above 88 there. 94.90.
I think a second try will definitely be beneficial for all of these players.
Oh, Placticine is fuming.
He even came into the Twitch chat.
He was so close. MP command not working there? Did Nightbot go to bed?
It looks like Nightbot.
go to bed.
Nightbot.
Alright. Well, regardless of any Twitch chat shenanigans, looks like we're going to be headed into power supply, where hopefully we're going to see a massive, a massive performance boost in terms of people's accuracy.
Yeah, hopefully more S's across the board now, probably in the 97, 98, maybe 99 range for anybody who's really, really solid. Got some solid starts here. P3 Prod still holding a double plus, but that might disappear here. Yeah, as I expected.
Right when you said that, those triplets are pretty harsh if you can't hit those rhythms properly.
We're getting to the second barrage as a burst here. Let's see if we see any more score drops.
Multiple combo breaks from everyone except P3 Prod and Placticine, I think. And Taze manages to get through that unscathed. Oh.
Yeah.
And I guess I spoke too soon. Either that or this is the worst case of a commentator's curse I've ever seen.
All your fault.
God damn it, one.
Yeah, P3 Prod's holding rather strong. A couple combo breaks there, but still holding at 98.6%. That's a really, really solid score.
Yeah, it looks like he is definitely holding up the strongest score in this group. Alyxia does have that 96, hovering right around there. It looks like he did combo rush that Jack, which kind of sucks. Plasticine's also still there. Taze is also at a 95, and they both break at the same time.
Yeah, Jack's getting to be a little much for them.
And it does cost them the S, which is something that they had to work a lot harder to make up, especially since this section is a little bit trickier due to all the LNs.
Everybody doing relatively well there, although Zekna seems to be suffering a little bit there. Just around 87% on my end.
Seeing currently.
And Tay's fighting for the S, but still just a touch short. Alyxia's about to drop their S as well. Barely hangs on.
That's some score spread in this group.
Big variance in skill, definitely.
It does look like lightOfDay barely manages to get out the A, and Alyxia also barely manages to hit the S as well. P3 Prod held pretty consistently through the whole thing. Only 3 combo breakers and 2 50s. Otherwise, just some greats through that, which is pretty clean of a score, I think.
It was a decently clean score, yeah. P3 Prod just falling short of 950k. That's still a really solid score.
And someone has not played Pandora before. That happens to be lightOfDay. I think, again, like I said earlier, lightOfDay I think is from Flash Flash Revolution. At least that's what I'm assuming based on his avatar. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry, but that's going to be really troublesome when it comes to this map because it's LN World.
Yes.
All of the other maps.
Yeah, this was the map that was intended to be the LN specialized, and the back half of this map is definitely challenging if you're not LN inclined.
Looks like Taze is having some problems of timing things right off the bat. Looks like he's hitting everything pretty early. But it looks like he's also fixing himself very slowly.
Yeah, really wide hit concentration on that hit error bar. Alyxia actually sharing the same fate there. Very wide hit concentration. Not solid at all in terms of accuracy at the moment.
And again, P3 Prod holding probably the most consistent and just the best overall accuracy score in this group so far.
Yeah,
although placticine is... Oh, I was about to say he wasn't that far behind.
Yeah, Trill made mincemeat. All right, a glimpse of the scores here at the break. P3 Prod with a 99. That's pretty solid. Everybody else having some issues trying to stay near the S area.
And of course, it only gets harder from here on out.
Yeah, with lightOfDay just barely being above the S rank, I have a feeling that it's not going to sustain itself too much longer. Everybody else is below that except for Placticine and P3 Prod.
Now, it looks like that quicker jump stream pattern actually messed him up a little bit, lightOfDay, and dropped him far below that S threshold. Which makes me worry about his performance going into something like Summon Beast Battle. If he's having a little trouble with some faster jump stream, how he's gonna handle the density and just wall of notes that Summon Beast Battle.
Ooh, the combined long notes getting all 6 players there. A little bit of lag on lightOfDay's in there.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. P3 Prod with the only S out of the 6 players there and just short of 98%.
Also, given that lightOfDay just sight read that, I'm pretty sure there's definitely room for improvement on everyone's ends. So
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing to see will be when they make their second pass through all these songs to see just how well they can do. Zekna saying, "Let's not summon it."
Let's not
says,
summon the
Don't
beast.
summon it. Don't summon it. Unfortunately,
Yevon
it's
is
going to be
calling.
summoned.
Yevon is calling.
And unfortunately, Halogen has enough MP to summon it twice.
Not gonna lie, I am a little bit concerned about the performances here. I'm wondering if we're gonna see some potential fails.
All right, place your bets. AJ, how many of these people do you think can get past this monster?
I think we're gonna have to watch out for Zekna and Taze. lightOfDay may also be in trouble. I'm not sure about what their capability is for those kinds of vent streams that come up in the second half of the map.
It looks like everyone's having trouble with burst at the very least. Except for P3 Prod, who's still holding a 99, or at least very close to it. Plasticine's actually dropping far below 90. Taze is still holding plus 90%, and is slowly climbing back up in this staccato LN section.
Looks like Taze is having some problems timing the staccato, so he's probably holding things a little bit too long.
Yep, just gotta tap and let go, tap and let go, tap and let go. Oh man, we haven't even hit the hard part yet, and Zekna's at 85%. This does not bode well. Placticine having a really rough start as well.
Looks like he's starting to rush patterns. He's dropping really fast. His HP bar is also at failing. Actually,
Wow.
the top row has completely drained life bar.
The only one who's
Alyxia
passing right now
also
is
draining
P3 Prod.
with a strong 98, but it's also slowly draining down as he keeps racking up those misses in PA. Zekna falling down to 7 as well. Alyxia already at... Oh, Alyxia has given up, it looks like? He's not even hitting the keys anymore. Come on.
Yeah, a lot of other players. Taze is still trying to fight for that 80%. Not sure if that's going to happen. Score's still dropping.
lightOfDay and Zekna are both also like... The whole top row is still trying their best.
P3 Prod's trying to hold on to the S. It's going to be tough to hold on with that last burst coming in. It's slowly falling. Looks like he's going to get there, though. Wow, 5
makes it.
fails. 5 fails on Summon
5
Beast battle.
fails.
That is harsh.
And the beast goes back to his lair for like 20
For, like,
minutes.
yeah.
And then, yeah, now all of them can take a well-earned break for a little bit before they have their chance at redemption.
Ooh, man.
Years of break.
Zekna, please extend break by 5 years so I can learn Summon Beast battle. Yeah, sure thing.
And I believe that even though you do fail the chart, your score still does count, right?
Yes, I am still
Yes.
taking the scores, so you're encouraged to not just stop. Always keep going.
So definitely, even if you do fail hit notes, smack your keyboard for those points.
Oh man, players have another 3 minutes to rest themselves before they do another pass at the qualifiers. Hopefully we can get some more improvements. Yeah, the break's about to conclude here. We've got another minute and a couple of seconds here. And we have changed the music back to the very soothing yet demonic chloroplastin. All right, match is going to be starting in 10 seconds, and everybody's going to start their second attempts.
So in this first run of this song, we had nobody S-ing the map actually. Placticine got the closest with a 94.9, so we can only see if he can make that up with an actual S in this run, or if he'll fall just a little bit short.
Yeah, another thing to note too, when Placticine got to the break, he was in the mid 91s, so that's going to be something to watch here. Not the best of starts.
P3 Prod and lightOfDay actually holding on pretty well currently. Incoming warp though.
Yeah, the teleport SV. Only catching 2 players though.
I think once you know it's there, you expect it and you know it's there.
P3 Prod is doing an excellent job compared to before. Oh, the score is tanking a little bit though. Placticine making a decent recovery, but that is not going to be enough to improve on the last 94.9 score.
Oh, P3 Prod releases a little bit too early on the last quad hold, and it looks like he's going to fall short. He might actually improve on his previous score since it was 93.64. lightOfDay looking super strong though.
Yeah, that is well on pace for NS, definitely. Just got to clear this small reduced SV section, and he should be home free. Zekna also doing quite well compared to before, I believe.
Definitely. He had a 91.62 before.
Oh wow! And he's cleared the. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a massive improvement there.
Unfortunately, Taze and Alyxia falling a little bit short of their previous scores. Placticine actually bringing it really close. lightOfDay does have the S now. Let's see if he can hold it. Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Yet again.
He's not gonna make it again.
Interestingly enough, though. Oh, no, never mind. I misread the score there. I thought he had improved by score, but absolutely not.
Did Zekna full combo?
I think Zekna did full combo, actually. If not, it was close.
Couple misses at the
About
very
2
end.
misses.
Actually, Plasticine did not full combo. I think he might have broken the melon or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there might have been a slider break. Light of Day, very, very good.
Indeed, being the only S on that song coming out from this entire group.
80,000 point improvement compared to the first attempt. That is huge.
And straight into power supply, where the scores were still surprisingly very polarized, ranging from an 85% to almost a 99% for P3 Prod. So we'll see what improvements can come out here. I think now that they have kind of like a better feel for what kind of LNs actually come through this chart, especially if these players haven't actually played the charts too much, it might help. Also, given that they've gone through this once, hopefully the nerves have started to wear off and they're just starting to feel in this zone. I'm pretty sure Light of Day is feeling super hype after that S though.
Yeah, that's a massive morale booster. I mean, getting an S on that, not too many players have actually broken an S rank on that.
And it does seem like some people want to break out the hidden mod for this now. Yep, P3 Prod indeed going with the hidden mod.
Did P3 Prod play this on Hidden before?
No, this is the first hidden mod of this room. I think Connor actually had free mod off, so no one was able to play hidden. The LN section tripping up Zekna, Alyxia, and Placticine. P3 Prod dropping a little bit of a miss as well, but also a little bit after the LNs. Still holding strong at a 99. Everyone else holding a semi-comfortable S. It's still pretty shaky. Zekna still climbing back up from mid-90s.
He's doing an effective job holding onto that combo and preventing any sort of score deduction for combo breaking. That's going to help a little bit.
Except those jacks got in.
He's trying to hold on to that S rank, slowly dwindling away though.
The only two S's from last time were Alyxia and P3 Prod, so Placticine has definitely a chance, unless they get wrecked by that first, just like Light of Day just kind of got wrecked. Still very close to being able to hit that S stays as well. And that would be a massive improvement over their previous scores.
Yeah, definitely. Zekna still trying to hold on just above 91% at the moment.
Still a big improvement from 85 as their previous run.
Here we go.
Light of Day can hold on. Also another 5% improvement from 90%.
Ooh, the long notes are starting to cut into the scores. Light of Day, Taze, and Placticine falling further and further away. Ooh, man. It looks like
Plasticine
Plasticine's
bailing out, okay. But it does look like the rest of people did manage
to improve some. P3 Prod with the 99%. Yes, that is definitely an improvement. lightOfDay shooting out maybe around 50k. Zekna 100k improvement. No, sorry, not 100. Wow, 50k improvement. I can't math fast. I'm so bad. Days with about 45, 46, and Alyxia actually doesn't improve. He missed it by about 10k points.
Oh, so just short. Placticine outright said that he gave up.
Can never give up.
In the realm of where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim, surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere.
Noodles.
See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted in blinding light in strange positions. It's been I have to take for the sake of our minds. What if it dies? In the realm of where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim, surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke.
Restarting the third qualifier here. Placticine actually getting an okay start compared to last time.
See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted.
It does look like everyone has broken the double S already.
It's a risk I have to take
Yeah, quite unfortunate.
before the planet dies.
Oh, the Trill catching P3 Prod again. Still holding above 99, but as we've said before, the hard section is to come.
And this was actually another one of the songs that caught everyone with their pants down. P3 probably the only S from the previous run as well, with a 98.15. So we can see if Plastis, or actually the whole entire group, can hold on to their very close to S's currently.
Yeah, once we get the hybrid streaming long node concept, it's just like, it starts to really cut into your score if you don't have that stability.
Looks like Taze is hanging on for dear life to that S. lightOfDay and Alyxia. And Zekna having a little bit of trouble here, dropping right back down to the A threshold. And Placticine rushing that last running man pattern, unfortunately dropping down about 2-3%. It looks very much like a repeat of the previous iteration of this. I think there were a couple smaller improvements, definitely, but no real big rank changes at all. Everyone achieved the same exact grade, or letter grade, as previously done.
Yeah, very minor improvements, if any.
Well, if there's room for improvement anywhere, this next song. And Alyxia gives a shout out to Stepmania for making LNs too easy.
Whoops. Whoa.
Nightbot. Nightbot's just being slow.
That was there we go. Hey, it woke up. Apparently there's talks in the in-game chat about somebody using flashlight. This is a scary map to do it on.
Zekna is going hidden. P3 Prod
Lots
is
of hidden
going
here.
hidden. lightOfDay is also going hidden as well. I think that was just banter and joking around.
Oh man.
Flashlight
Either way
would be
though, half
pretty
of the
bad.
players going on hidden.
Maybe they're thinking that will change things up and allow them to maybe read things a little bit better, given that there's just less notes on the screen to see at once. Although it looks like lightOfDay is not having it, completely bombing those bursts.
P3 Prod having a very good start compared to last time. And P3 Prod's actually going to make it out of the opening with a full combo. That is a very good start.
And P3 Prod was the only pass of the previous run, and actually the only S as well. So, I think every single one of these other players is just looking for that pass. It might feel elusive at this point, but they probably have their nerves like completely shot right now, so they're probably running on adrenaline at this point.
Well, you know what?
This is their last run of qualifiers.
Song that it's good to have adrenaline on. It's this one because this is brutal. It's fast. Having that extra bounce is really helpful.
Definitely. It looks like lightOfDay is doing some good attacking. He's hitting everything super early.
Oh no. All right, and here we go again.
Qualifiers start tanking. Everyone's trying to hang on. Taze is trying to claw his way back up to HP, but it's not working. Oh god, all 5 people apart from P3 Prod are just completely failed right now.
Yeah, they're all gone already. It just happened just like that.
But it looks like, I think, Alyxia, because they're still deciding to play it out regardless of really beating their previous score by approaching 100,000, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's huge. Any little bit of points that you can get, it's important to have. Approaching the end here. P3 Prod still holding the double S. Excuse me, the single S. What am I talking about? 95.88. Very good.
95.88. As opposed to 95.62 on his previous run, which is a little bit of an improvement, at least score-wise. Alyxia actually netting like a 200,000 improvement, it looks like.
Yeah, that's why you try.
Alright, so that was that group.
Yeah, definitely a hard time on some of the harder qualifiers.
Next group incoming though, Adiopulse, Chrubble, Comfy-Kun, Ela, Dr. Alex, Giza, Elekton, and Cello Pello. That's some pretty well-known names out there. Chrubble being the notorious one from the United States Oceania World Cup 4K.
Yes, yes. We've got a lot of good names here. I'm interested to see what their performance is going to be like.
We can only hope that they've looked at Chloroplast now. And I'm going to be going until my match comes around. So, I guess this is Daiki signing off for today.
All right, and hey, man, best of luck for when you have to come up.
Thank you. Don't make too much fun of me when I fail because of long notes.
I'll be
The
sure to
nipples.
do so. All right, so it's just going to be me and me alone here, but yeah, here we go. Going to have group 2 going up, and then we're going to take another small break. All right, and as we hit to 1 minute before the top of the hour here, we are actually having our players file in for the second group in this block. At the moment right now, we do only have Chrubble and Comfy-Kun, Dr. Alex making their appearance as well. And this is an 8-person group, so at the moment, there are still 5 people missing. All right, and those of you who are looking for the MP command in Nightbot, the was just updated, so you should have the most current match when you exit. All right, for those of you guys who are still waiting here, we are 2 past the hour. We have the period for those who have not arrived yet. So at 4:10, anybody who is not in the lobby will be ignored, and we will be starting without them. Down to 5 minutes remaining in this countdown here. If we don't see any of the other players, we are going to be starting without them, and we're going to have a 6-player qualification group here. We are about to close out the latency period here, and unfortunately, it's looking like we are only going to have 6 players here. All right. Our latency countdown has concluded. We are about to get this qualifying group underway. Missing 2 players here, but we still have Chrubble, Comfy-Kun, Elekton, and Dr. Alex, Stupud Man, who is formerly known as Eloth, and then Adiopulse. All right, and here we go with Chloroplast Skin. Everybody's first attempt here. So knowing what I do about the players that are here, I do expect Chrubble and Chrubble and Stupud Man to do a little bit well. Elekton might put on a decent performance as well. Practice certainly paying off for Chrubble here, 99%. Wow, Chrubble sitting just under 97% before hitting the end of the SVs. He's on pace to do 98 plus. Elekton and Adiopulse sitting at 91 and 92% respectively. If they do well on this reduced SV part, they will come out with an S as well, and that will put them in good shape compared to some of their other competitors. Ooh, Chrubble with a little bit of a troublesome drop there. Still aiming for 98% as predicted before. Adiopulse has broken the S barrier, so has Elekton. Comfy-Kun getting up there pretty close. He's probably going to finish with a 93%. Dr. Alex struggling just a bit behind, probably going to break the 85% marks. Elob not too far behind. And really solid runs overall. Chrubble with a full combo. Impressive score. Elekton also looks like, not quite a full combo, but it looks like a slider break, so not too far away. getting the first attempt now on power supply. After seeing some of the earlier performances, I have a lot of good faith for Chrubble, Elekton, stupud, Comfy-Kun. Everybody here is actually pretty solid. And Dr. Alex himself was also saying that he was having some computer issues, so maybe that'll reflect in a much better score here. All right, and off we go with charge difficulty of power supply. Really good starts from everybody here. It's definitely going to pan to be out the best scores. The Elekton, the lowest here, but still a 98.7%. Chrubble, our former Team USA competitor, 99.91%, doing the best out of everybody else in the field here, although not too far ahead from stupud and Adiopulse rather. And Dr. Alex, who had a rough showing on Chloroplast, is bringing 99.88%, coming into the last bit of the map there. Second best performance at the moment. And we're coming down to the long note section here. Let's see if we get any more score degradation. Everybody's seeming unaffected for the most part. Chrubble and Dr. Alex still holding really, really strong. Adiopulse not taking too much of a change itself. Elekton with a little bit of a break there. Comfy-Kun hovering around 99%. Not sure if he's going to actually get it. And that is it. Really, really strong performances by almost everybody here. 3 full combos out of the 6 here. Chrubble with 228 300s. Best ratio out of everybody there. Dr. Alex bringing a very, very good score, breaking the 990K barrier as well. And with that, we are going to be moving on to Pandora Feet. And unlike Joshua Ronnet, that is going to be the long note specialized map here. Pretty much the entire group did very, very well on power supply.
In the realm of where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim, surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals, while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted in blinding light in strange positions. It's a risk I have to take for the sake.
Hitting in the beginning of the verse here, 4 out of 6 players still having a double S, but now we're going to actually introduce the long notes here. With the not quite synchronous releases. And just like that, drops coming across. Uh-oh, that was client lag there. Chrubble doing a good job hitting that trolling long note release there. Very, very nice job holding at 99.93% up into the break. Very, very good performances, but now things are going to step up a bit with a little bit of a higher speed and a little bit more long note density.
A change is happening, the days and maps and rapturing, the pace will shift, save me quick, take me with the tremors, foaming walls, I know I won't escape it, so what are we to do when the core implodes within?
Going down to the last set of the map, and here's where we start mixing some really tough streams and long notes. Let's see if the scores degrade even further now. Adiopulse taking a couple of drops there. That's not going to help. Comfy-Kun also dropping, and Chrubble might have dropped there as well. Hard to tell if that's client lag or not, but it seems like it. Yep, and the combo returns, and that score is still 99.85. Best out of everybody else there. Continuous drops by Comfy-Kun and Adiopulse. And we're closing the song here. We've got 2 99s here. Dr. Alex with the 99.67. Chrubble with the 99.82. Comfy-Kun, Elekton, Stupud, Adiopulse. Everybody having really solid scores here. The lowest score out of this group is 97.80. All right. And with Pandora concluding, we are now bringing out Summon Beast Battle. Man, so just to get an idea of how tough this map is, our previous group that was just playing a little under an hour ago, in both instances, 5 out of 6 players failed this map. Only one player, P3 Prod, was the one who actually successfully passed the map. Granted, we do have some stronger players here. I don't expect 5 out of 6 fails with this group of players. However, it does give you insight into how hard the map is. Yeah, as we can definitely see right out of the bat, these players are definitely more well equipped to play this. All right, and up to the staccato long notes. Now Chrubble still holding a double S. Dr. Alex been second in the field quite a bit, still being second here, 99.60. Elekton and Adiopulse having a little bit of an issue at a bad time right here. This is probably the lowest point of the map in terms of difficulty, and it's about to get hard really fast. They need to recompose themselves, otherwise their score is going to tank even further. Stupud man just about to get back to 99 again, but that score is probably going to disintegrate quickly. Absolutely fantastic performance by Chrubble. Still holding a 99.90, hitting to the second half of this section here. Oh, taking some drops though. Dr. Alex still hitting at 99%. Stupud man's percentage dropping a little bit too. And Elekton's having trouble keeping that life bar up. That might be a fail there. And reintroducing the patterns this time with long notes again. People still holding strong. Lots of full life bars overall though. Elekton seems to be having trouble getting their bearings. 99.50 and 99.12 respectively for Chrubble and Dr. Alex. Comfy-Kun doing a very good job. They're just outside of the S range, but still 93% is very solid here. Stupud man holding at 97, also very solid performances. All right. And with that, that is going to be the first run of the set of qualifiers here. These players are going to get a short break, 5-minute break to recompose themselves and try to improve. It's funny how I was talking about 5 out of 6 players failing in the previous Chrubble. This time we got 5 out of 6 passing, so that's a good turnaround. This intermission, Twitch chat, you guys can feel free to ask any questions that you might have. Do I have a key? You know that answer. And I'm going to strip it away from you if you ask me again. That question I will not answer. Right now, the current commentator, I am Halogen. I'm the only one here at the moment. I'm also the one responsible for these maps that everybody is playing, and I'm also the tournament host. But hey, you know what? I'm really happy to be here. Cupcake Warrior. Each pass of qualifiers is about 40 to 45 minutes per group. Qualifiers are a 2-week period because there are 25 groups, and we will reduce the field from 198 to 128, from which we will introduce the bracket, which starts at single elimination until we hit the top 32. Mega Among Us, thank you. Yeah, I was really happy to get that Elekton run for sure. No, I don't want your fake keys. Stop it with the keys. Ah! That is supposed to be an inside joke for the Discord. It is not supposed to transcend. All right, our countdown's going to be ending very shortly, and then we are going to have our second pass here. We've got another 30 seconds. Fanatic. Entering tournaments like these, you want to basically look at the OS forums and see if there's any OS Mania tournaments going on. The signups for this one opened at Christmas, and they closed about 5 weeks after. Pope Gadget, is there a Discord specifically for Soft? Yes, there is. And in fact, I will link it to you guys. In the meantime, we're actually about to get started again. Hopefully, we'll see some improvement here by the other players here. Chrubble already having a very substantial score, so that's good. And for those of you guys who were looking for the link, looks like Deflux had actually beat me to it. Thank you for that, sir. Meanwhile, back to the match here. Chrubble actually holding just at 98%, still getting through the SVs. Elekton doing a much better job as well. Also, I just realized Adiopulse went to hidden. I'm not sure if they did that before. And only one player actually falling victim to the warp, although Comfy-Kun taking a drop afterward. Although it might have been Client. It's hard to tell. Elekton and Chrubble are in fantastic shape right now to improve as long as they don't have any issues in the back half. Elekton almost at the S already. And with the SVs gone, these scores can only rise at this point. A bit of a shame here looking at Comfy-Kun, who's at 89% with a really high combo, some timing issues. I mean, thankfully there's no misses here. That's going to keep their score a little bit higher than what it would have been. Really well done by Chrubble and Elekton. Stupud and Adiopulse just below the S rank, but that's still really solidly done. Dr. Alex, who is doing very well on the other maps, seems to still have some trouble getting bearings on Chloroplast. All right, so let's see here. Looking at previous attempts, Ela, or Stupud Man, went up 50,000. Comfy-Kun, about 14K up. Elekton, 50K plus improvement, fantastic. Chrubble up about 9,000. Adiopulse, on the other hand, doing quite a bit worse than the last attempt. Unfortunately, that first one is going to be the good one. Dr. Alex definitely showing his dislike for the song. Second attempt compared to the first attempt was also 70,000 improvement. So a good majority of the players is actually improving here. And hitting the first chorus here, really solid start by a good majority of the players. There's still two double S's sitting around here by the two expected, Chrubble and Dr. Alex. Elekton dropping the double S just at the start of the section. Let's see if they hold through the triplets here. No damage on the triplets, a little bit of a drop from a couple of players on the short LNs though. Add a bit of a desync, so let's panic it up here. Looks like we might have a little bit of lag on Trouble's end. Yeah, it looks like we might have lost Chrubble, I'm not sure. Chrubble is not being picked up on the client here, and actually we have an official disconnection. That is quite unfortunate, but thankfully this is the second attempt, and Chrubble did get a score on all 4 songs, so no zeros here at the least. But this will not be a good attempt for improvement, as we are way too far in the song to mulligan or start over at all. All right, we're going to give Chrubble a little bit of time to try and rejoin here, since we are quite a bit ahead of schedule. Artec, is there any spreadsheet with the overall scores? No, there is not. I am actually going to deliberately be holding the scores back. I mean, if you want to take the effort to go through all the VODs and see what the scores are, that is, more power to you. But because we have 2 weeks of qualifiers, it puts a little bit more pressure on the second set of qualifiers if they know exactly what the scores are. Alright, Chrubble will be back in here shortly.
Change is happening, the days and maps and rapturing, the place will shift, save me quick, take me with, the tremors forming holes, I know I won't escape it, so what are we to do when the core implodes within? Brace for it.
Chrubble still trying to get back in the game here, but once we have him back, we will get started with the third qualifier here. Bit of a recap compared to the previous results here with power supply. Comfy-Kun went up about 12,000. Really good job by Comfy-Kun. Adiopulse falling just a touch lower than the first attempt, so that's going to be the better of their two. Ela, or Stupud Man, went up about 6,000. Elekton taking about a 6,000 point improvement as well. And then Dr. Alex took a massive hit compared to the first attempt. First attempt actually was a 990k break, a really, really impressive run. Not quite as good the second time around. Still a commendable attempt though.
surrounded by a veil to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors.
All right.
choking on her vocals while the closer
And
I
Chrubble has
approach her in a
returned.
colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated. Radiation emitted in blinding light and strange positions. It's a risk I have to take for the sake of our minds. Before the planet dies.
All right. And here we go for the second attempt at Pandora. Hopefully we have our connectivity issues restored. That was a rather unfortunate situation for Chrubble there with a power blip, unfortunately. A little bit of a brownout.
Body dares to dwell. I will travel to the outer rim surrounded by a veil to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors choking on her vocals while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated. Radiation emitted in blinding light and strange positions. It's a risk I have to take for the sake of our minds. Before the planet dies.
We're getting to the opening verse here where we start with these simple but somewhat irregular long notes. Then we've got Chrubble and Dr. Alex again being the front runners here, both with 100%. Oh, and this time Dr. Alex is the one to make it past the trill and long notes. Oh, but a drop of that was really unfortunate. Chrubble having a little bit of a problem there as well. You're hitting the break here. We've got a bunch of 99s across the board. Lowest score is mid 98, so not bad at the moment, but things are going to kick up again as we've seen before.
A change is happening. The days and maps and rapturing. The place will shift. Save me quick. Take me with the tremors forming holes. I know I won't escape it. So what are we to do when the core implodes within?
And reiterate the verse, this time 20 BPM faster. Chrubble making a minor drop there before the actual stream start. Oh no, that was client sitting at 99.91. Chrubble, Dr. Alex, and Elekton doing very, very good job here. And the other three players not doing too bad themselves. Lowest score out of the remaining players here is 98.3. Elekton and Adiopulse falling a little bit victim there to the long note cramming. All right, and that's going to end up concluding it here. Chrubble with almost a 99.8%. Dr. Alex, really solid performance, sitting at 99.77%, pretty much matching Chrubble there. Elekton falling pretty harshly after having a decently solid score, ending up in second to last place. Comfy-Kun and Stupud Man doing a decent job as well. Everybody getting above 97%, so really solid compared to some previous groups. I have a feeling I can comfortably say that I don't think any of these guys have to worry about qualifying, but I may be eating my words as groups go on. And for the final song of this group, the second attempt at Summon Beast Battle. 10 seconds and we're going to be off with our final song for this qualification group. Ooh, Chrubble and Dr. Alex going at it with 100% through the first couple bursts. Oh, commentator curse is real. All right, and we're hitting the little staccato long notes again. These really, really short taps. Chrubble still holding the double S. Dr. Alice chasing right behind. Stupud Man not too far behind himself. And then we've got a little bit of a discrepancy and a separation between them three and Comfy-Kun, Elekton, and Adiopulse. 5 out of 6 players passing this. I believe the only player last time who did not pass this was Elekton. And here we go. This is a really hard section here. Elekton doing a bit better job holding the life bar up. Just need to keep that stamina in check. Life bar's dipping a little bit there. Everybody else doing a really, really solid job. Chrubble and Dr. Alex still holding above 99%. Stupud Man holding around 98, still trying to fight for it, but the score keeps dwindling up and down. Elekton on a decent pace to improve here, as long as he can keep himself going with these combo breaks being reduced a bit more. And now the introduction of long notes comes, you start to have a little bit more of a difficulty holding accuracy. Elekton fighting so hard to stay alive. But that HP bar will not recover, unfortunately. The score will still record, but it would have still been a really good effort to bring it back. 299% scores here. Very, very nice job again by Chrubble and Dr. Alex. All the players doing a good job here, breaking the S area. Oh, Comfy-Kun just a bit short. Adiopulse falling short of the A range, actually. All right, and that's going to actually conclude this group of qualifiers. Now, with this group of qualifiers actually being complete here, we're going to take another short break here. At the moment, it is, let's see, I believe it is 2300 hours UTC, which means we will have a 3-hour break, it seems like. Maybe 2 hours. No, I don't know how to count. The next match here is actually in 4 hours. So we have 4 hours before another block where we have groups 4, 5, and 3 playing. So 3 qualifying groups playing. And then we take an 11-hour break before we start our next set of matches. And before we close the stream here, I'm actually curious to see what the score differentiation was between the first and last plays there. Stupud Man going up about 8,000. Dr. Alex going up a ridiculous amount. Oh wait, no, I misread that. Actually, Dr. Alex not going up at all. That was a mistake there. Chrubble going up about 5,000. Really solid run. Comfy-Kun, I think Comfy-Kun made a reasonable improvement. Couple thousand there. Elekton about 12,000 improvements. So everybody improving on the second round, with the exception of Dr. Alex, it looks like. Adiopulse making a marginal improvement as well. Apologies, I'm in a different time zone, so let me repeat this here. That is technically tomorrow. You guys are right. Groups 4, 5, and 3 play at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 4 o'clock UTC, respectively. So at the moment, we're going to be having a 4-hour break. So yes, for those of you who are in UTC, that is tomorrow. I happen to be in the Eastern Daylight Time, so that's going to be why I said it was still tonight. But yes, 4 hours from now, we will start with Group 4, then we will have Group 5 immediately after, and then Group 3 right after that. And as usual, information about the Twitch, the Discord, our YouTube, the Twitter, and any other information can be found in the tournament thread. I do not have that linked in Nightbot. I probably should do that in retrospect, but yes, any information that you guys desire can be found in the tournament thread. And with that, we are actually going to conclude the stream for this group. Again, we will be back in about 4 hours. And we will, of course, be here a little bit early so that you guys have some time to watch and spread the word. But in any case, you all have a good time, get some food, go do something else for the next 4 hours, and then come back here for some more qualification action.